What's up, Active fam? Okay, so today is a 32-degree day. Probably the first sunny day that Melbourne's seen in a very long time. So, as usual, when it's sunny, your boy's in a tremendous mood. I'm heading down to St Kilda Beach right now to support my brother who's doing a triathlon. Now, over the last probably 6 months, I think, been training in preparation to do a half Ironman. So this is his first triathlon that he's ever done. He's actually already doing it right now. So I'm going to try and get there just before he finishes and then just watch him cross the finish line. But yeah, I thought it'd be a really good day to get the camera out, vlog a little bit of our day. After that, I'm probably just going to go to lunch with a friend and then maybe head over to ABW and do a workout. So anyway, we're heading in there now. I'll show you a little bit of St Kilda Beach. If you're not from Melbourne, it's a killer beach. It's got palm trees and a long beach stretch. Alright, this is where I'm at. Hold on. Got to turn the weekend down a little bit, otherwise my video is going to get flagged. So all the roads are closed because of this triathlon. So this main road, the yellow one, it's blocked off. All the side streets next to it are full. There's not one car spot. I managed to find a spot. I'm going to take a risk. I'm about to go out on foot. I'm going to start running there because I think he's going to be finishing his race soon. And I've just been spending like half an hour driving down these back streets. Everyone trying to get a spot. And it's mayhem. Mayhem! Lucky, my AP shorts have got zips on both sides. I'm going to put my phone in one pocket and I'm going to strap the bum bag with my keys and my wallet around the chest, and we're going on missions. Oh, this is St Kilda Beach. It's busy, isn't it? Look who it is, it's Marissa. So we just got down to the triathlon. I missed the finish of my brother's race. I actually didn't finish it because someone that he was running with collapsed, and then he actually stopped to help him, so he didn't end up finishing it. He's a good kid, Alex. So, and we got some cherry yogurt, chobani.
They're good, but
you like that? It's firm, isn't it? Go touch it. Oi! Oh my God. Here he is, the man himself.
did it.
What a champion. Alright, what are we going to go and eat now?
Katsu's.
Katsu's burgers? Straight 6.
Yeah.
Should we? Ah, shit. Let's do it. Yes. Marissa's legs. ABW crafted. Right there. Menu. 10, 10, 10. One up, one down.
One up, one down.
Okay. So you go the half scoop ice cream, half scoop. I'll go on a full scoop. Oh, they got pizzas.
Share a pizza.
Yeah, do you want to?
Yeah. Because I don't really want a huge one.
Tropical pizza.
Yes.
Done.
Done.
We're so easy. I love being easy. So this is why Marissa's so lean, because even when we're out on a Sunday, she orders a Greek salad. That's committed.
I've just had 3 yogurts.
And what's this? It's iced coffee with ice cream in it. Oh.
Let's get everything.
Yeah, that's everything. Bring that bad boy over here, Maritz. Oh, yes. Well, we're going hard today. I'm going to have to do a training session on this. Is this the sharing plate?
Yes, that's what I loved it. It's a salsa.
Oh, chicken parma for days. Time to dig in. Tell him, Marissa. Tell him.
No, don't.
Yeah, do it, do it.
Imagine we're right on its eye.
See? That's how you handle seagulls, Mum. I'll do your shoelace up, Maria. The Prestos. You got them dirty. Look at those
Thank
calves.
you.
We're going to miss you, St Kilda. Another summer down. 9 months to go. We might get one more day this year in the middle of the week and we can't come. We enjoyed it. Where you going, Maria?
Crossing?
Yeah, we're crossing down that street there.
Watch the traffic.
Go, run, 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 run! Stop, stop, stop!
They're probably looking at us.
Yeah, I know. I just want to be fit! No parking tickets. We got away with it this time, Maria. Alright, what's up, guys? Quick outfit change, and we're at the gym. So I went home, I sat down on the couch, and I was like, man, I'm feeling sluggish. That iced coffee with the ice cream in there, and then having a heavy meal like a parma with a couple of pieces of pizza, not a good idea. But it's a Sunday, you know, I thought I'll enjoy myself, but then I thought, if I sit on this couch any longer, then it's game over. Ain't nobody going to the gym. So I thought, alright, just get up, go. Got here a little bit earlier than everyone else, just so that I would actually want to get off that couch. It's hot in here, man. Gonna put the aircon on, wait for the boys to get here, and then it's go time. Might even smash my pre-workout right now just to get a little bit of energies going. I don't even know if there is any cluster bomb left. Let's have a suss. Oh, might be like 2 scoops left. Are you having a cluster? Oh yeah, there's a triple scooper in here. I'm going a double. Instant carbohydrate energy. Oh, it's heating up. I might just do 40s this one, maybe 42 the next one. Chobani. Hey. Let's get it. Easy. That was a nasty burn on that hole, bro. And so what we're doing on our last set, this is our 3rd set, we're just doing the triple. I'm gonna go a little bit heavier than the last one, so this will be 42.5 kilos, shooting for that 6 to 8 rep range, and then I'm gonna do a drop set where I grab the 20 kilo dumbbells after it, and you'll see what I do is the technique is a full stretch, a little bounce, and then a drive. So we're gonna do 10 pulse reps like that at the end of the set, just to burn out the muscle and just to really annihilate it on that stretch reflex, yeah? Woo! All right, here we go. Go! Ah! Katsu! Oh! Easy, bro. Squat. Yep. 3. Yep. Up. Let's go. 2. Yep. Last one. A bit more towards the top. Yep. Yep. Come on, push. Squat. Yep. 4.
You're here because you know something.
Ooh.
What you feel.
Yep. Come on. Fuck.
Come on, last one.
Whoa. One more. Yep.
Good, bro.
Like a splinter.
Oh, that's amazing. Alright, and that's the burnout technique. So it's a double pump. You got to shoot for 8 to 10. And as you get into that second half, that's when you need to get a spotter to help you keep pushing, because realistically you're not going to push past 5 or 6 by yourself. If you got that spotter to get you to 10, that's where the ultimate gains are. Ultimate gains. Guys, so for the flat part of our, not the flat part, but the for the bottom part of our chest, we're going to hit a flat bench, right? That's what I was trying to say. Anyway, So we normally, or not normally, but for the last probably like what, 4 or 5 weeks we've been doing cable work and then just supersetting it with another exercise. Today we're moving back to doing dumbbell presses, so we're probably not going to be all that strong because it's kind of like getting back into just adjusting to the new movement pattern. But we're still going to shoot for like 8 to 10 reps, so it's in that sort of heavier rep range. If we drop down to 6, whatever, spot each other, still try and get it up to that 8 to 10. But what we're really doing is making sure that once we start to fatiguing, we're squeezing and holding the reps at the top of the movement rather than just pumping it until the muscle fatigues. When you're in that fatigue state and you squeeze and hold, that's what's going to give your muscle that shape and that thickness and that density, especially giving you that roundness to the side of your pecs. A little tip to doing flat dumbbell presses is to turn your hand slightly on an angle, tuck your elbow in a little bit, just closer to the rib, and then drive up and then come together. You don't want to be squared off like this and press like this, because that's just going to hit the anterior part of your deltoid. You'll probably be stronger doing that, but that's because you're recruiting other muscle groups.
Nine, that's right. We'll get the other one later, come back for it.
If I had a spot, I would have gone one more, but anyway. Okay guys, so after completing our 2 pressing movements, we're going to now start doing a little bit of supersetting. So what we're doing is a guillotine press. Now if you've ever watched any of my other previous chest videos, what we normally would do is have a flat bench in the Smith and we lower it down to our collarbone, hence the name guillotine press. What we're going to do today is lower the bench down so it's in a decline position, and we're still going to lower it to our collarbone, but because our chest is going to be slightly on that decline, when we drive up, we're going to have to really force the weight away from us like this, and that's going to almost work this upper part of our pecs, but also a little bit wider out. Because you're on that decline, when you come up, you're going to be pressing like this, as opposed to just like straight up, if that makes sense. So it's still hitting upper pecs, but you're hitting it on a different angle. We're then going to superset it with a cable fly, and we're going to go straight down towards the floor, so we're still hitting that same downwards motion. After we do 2 sets like that, then we'll probably just do 2 sets of regular cable flies, where we push out in front and we squeeze the middle part of our chest a little bit more. Now the reason behind wanting to do something different is because if you just stick to the same program week to week, it's really good to progress, but every now and then you've got to mix things up, even if it's just changing the order of the exercises that you do, or if you just change up the angles of the exercises that you do. So be creative with it, change up the angles of the bench, change up the tempos, change up the weights. There's all different ways in order to vary your program. Yep, once Matty understands that, he will set up the bench. Yep, good. Alright, so you're going to slide out a little bit, bro. Now this weight is going to drop right onto your collarbone, yep, boom, and then you're going to lock it out straight from there. So even though we're on a decline, traditionally, if you're doing a decline and you're hitting the bottom part of your pecs, you're obviously working this outer bottom section of your chest. Because we're sliding in a little bit, we're going to be lowering it to the collarbone, which means we're targeting the upper portion of the pecs now. To effectively hit the upper part of the pecs, what we're going to do is as we're coming down, Matty's going to flare his elbows straight out to the sides, pulling the pecs along this line of plane, and then as he pushes back up, he's going to turn his elbow slightly in, and that's going to bring this part of his arm in towards his chest. So go press now, and then he's compressing his bicep pretty much into the side of his chest there. Ready, going out, and pressing up, slight turn of the elbow, boom, squeezing that chunk right there. Okay, right there. Oh! my elbow. No hook there. Alright guys, so what I'm doing here is I'm leaning over it, but I'm trying to target the bottom portion of my pecs, okay? So if I wanted to, I could lean over it even more, but when I push down, my hands are going to be finishing in line with the center of my chest. What I want them to be doing is pushing on more of a decline of an angle, and then hitting that bottom part just a little bit more. Alright guys, so for our incline fly movement today, we're going to be doing a cable fly as opposed to a dumbbell fly. Now the purpose behind this, oh yep, hidden failure right at the end of the set there. So the purpose of this exercise is to basically keep that constant tension. You want to utilize that by pausing at the bottom, grabbing the tension exactly in the section of the chest that you want to be squeezing from, and then holding it at the top as well. You don't want to just bounce off the bottom and squeeze and just throw the weight around. Make sure you hold it at the top and at the bottom, and really think about where you're initiating that contraction from. That's the most important thing from when you're using cables, okay? A lot of people just rush through the movement and they don't actually feel it in the right areas. Their delts and their, I don't know what else comes into it, their neck, whatever, toes, everything. Forearm, spinal erectors, everything but the pecs. So pause, initiate, contract, hold. Now, as he holds it, the muscle starts to burn that little bit more, so that's when we start to focus on lowering the weight down through that eccentric phase of the movement even more. Go. Beautiful. Alright, now in terms of the positioning of the bench, we're actually bringing the bench just slightly more forward rather than keeping it in line with the cables, because when you're using a dumbbell, the gravity pulls your arms straight towards the floor. Now because the cables are going out to the sides a little bit, in order to get that stretch and that tension building up through your pecs, you got to have the bench a little bit more forward, so it's almost pulling your arms backwards a little bit too, yeah? Alright, Big Matty. Quality reps over quantity. Guys, that's the end of our workout today. Whew, time to get a meal in us. Probably just going to have a small one because we ate that parma today. No carbs, no salt. I'm starting to look a little bit fluffy, I think. Got to clean it up a little bit. Anyway, if you want to get this hat, you can get it at abwstore.com. Oh, shit. Right guys, chicken breast marinated in the air fryer, 180 degrees. Then I got these potatoes, which you can buy from the supermarket, punch a few holes in the packet, 6 minutes in the microwave, ready to go. They're pre-cooked, all you got to do is heat them up. Now, obviously it does have a little bit of butter in there, but I'm not really having any fats with this meal, so I'm not too fussed about that. Boom. Ain't nothing like refrigerated sparkling water. Oh, look at that goodness. Look at that goodness. Oh yeah, perfectly cooked. Alright, so what I'm going to do is put 2 of these chicken strips into a container. 2 into my bowl for tonight. Then I'll get these scissors and I'll just chop them up real quick. That way I don't have to sit there with a knife and fork. I can just use my fork to pick out what I need. Okay, I'm all about convenience, and Coles sell these Caesar salad bowls. They come with everything that you need. Croutons, little bits of bacon, cheese, and salad dressing. Super, super easy to throw that together. We whipped this up in about 30 seconds flat. And I tell you what, it tastes exactly just like any other Caesar salad that you get at a restaurant. Boom! Potatoes, done. 6 minutes in the microwave, ready to go. In total, this meal has taken me about 10, maybe 15 minutes max to prepare. Ah, I love it. Alright guys, that's the end of today's video. If you haven't already subscribed to the Active Fam, make sure you do that now. And don't forget to hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you can get a notification after I upload every single new video. Anyway, until next time, peace out guys.